Okay, we got sound. Looks good.
Why do you like making us small like that?
So we have more space.
What space? For what?
To put the graphics in.
What? You don't need this, dude. You know, you need. What do you need all this area for graphics for?
To show the people behind us.
We're actually in the way of the people that are working anyway.
Well, they moved. They were working from that side, were they not?
They were working from right there.
Anyway, are you ready?
Well, I'm fine.
Okay. Mic check. 1 2 1 2. You want to give the people a shout out?
Yeah, shout out to Elvis. Elvis is the one that gave us this link today. Should I say this location?
Elvis
today?
and his team.
Yeah.
They by Greencroft in Harare.
If you need a cabin made, if you need a chicken run made, if you need desks made, any type of furniture made,
Dog kennel,
whatever it may be.
dog house.
Holla at Elvis.
Either for your dog or when your husband misbehaves.
Yeah, and you make him a dog kennel.
Yeah. He'll be in the dog house.
Yeah. Shout out to Elvis.
Just give him a call. That's the number right there.
Yeah.
I hope you give me the number so I flash it up on the screen.
It's there, dude. It's right there. Anyway, it's
They
flashing
can't
on the screen already.
If you don't give me, it won't flash.
It's flashing on the screen. I'm sure the producers will find a way to get that number.
Yeah, these producers, they always let us down, fam.
Yeah.
Last time they were supposed to put a
music.
nice track, you know,
Whilst we're
rolling in GD6s, 2022, 2021 models.
Producers, you're
They
full
always
of
shh. Hey, yeah, okay. Anyway, are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's do this. What up, everybody? I'm Brian Willis, no relation to Bruce, and welcome to another episode of glovesoffzw. We move on. Okay, cool. Nothing much was happening this week.
Nah, it was dead.
It wasn't that dead.
It
though.
wasn't that dead. Yes, there were some
Nice juicy stories.
but it's gossip, bruh. I don't like necessarily gossip, but anyways.
But there was a lot of scandals
That's what I'm saying.
in the workplace.
That's what I'm saying.
You know.
Where are we starting off with?
Anyway, shout out to the subscribers.
Yeah.
First of all, shout out to you guys.
Thank you for buying t-shirts as well.
Shout out to the people that are buying the t-shirts. They're still available, $15 a pop. Make your order. If you want to advertise with us, hopefully our email is somewhere. Yeah, it's scrolling right now. Our contact details. You can catch us on Facebook, glovesoffzw, TikTok, Twitter, X, and Instagram at glovesoffzw.
Yeah.
Holla at us if you want to advertise and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That's it for the formalities.
Yeah.
Okay. So moving on to the first story. So Robson Mhandu,
Who's Robson, man?
if you know him, he used to. He's one of these like popular presenters on ZBC.
Like Miss Red?
Now,
Okay.
Miss Red is more popular than him.
Okay.
Well, Miss Red is more popular, but I don't know if she makes as much money as him. Because
Right.
I think he's one of the fat cats on ZBC,
Okay.
if I'm not mistaken. Based on his, allegedly, the way he was so comfortable to make his demands.
Okay.
I think he's a fat cat at ZBC, allegedly. He used to present a show called, I think it was called Face the Nation.
Okay.
So now he has to face the nation,
Literally.
because he's got some sexual harassment charges that are against him. These were after an audio leaked where he was talking to a certain Farie Juliet Magada, aka Farie Jules.
Okay.
Where I think she used to work in Bulawayo based on the audio.
Okay.
And she moved to Harare. You know how people move from Skies to Harare. Maybe a big opportunity came about. because you know Harare is like a metropolis in Zimbabwe. You know, people from everywhere.
Capital city.
It's the capital, so people from everywhere. I mean, we came from Rusape.
It's not like we stayed in Rusape, bro.
But that's our hometown.
Yeah, it's our home. It's our kumusha.
You know why I'm saying this? Because I don't want people in Bulawayo to think I'm saying Bulawayo is dead.
Right.
Because you know how they are quickly to catch offense.
Yeah, okay. Anyways.
I love people from Skies, by the way. Anyway, so there's an audio of them talking together, and Robson Mhandu apparently was demanding that for Farie to stay in Harare and make something of herself, she must do something for him in the form of sexual favors.
Did he say that?
He didn't say that in the audio, but there was a point where she asked him, does sex have to be on the table?
You can't say sex on YouTube.
Really? Okay. There was a point where she said, does wah,
Okay.
as in pum pum, have to be on the negotiation
I'm not sure
table?
if you can say pum pum.
Anyway, whatever. For her career to progress, she was trying to negotiate with him that, look, I can work hard, and then we will see later on if the wah can be on the table.
Okay.
This was their discussion.
Okay.
I don't know who was recording. I think she was.
No, sure. I think
It was probably her.
Yeah.
And a lot of things concern me about this audio.
Okay.
For starters, this is still alleged. We don't know if the conversation was between her and Robson Mhandu.
Okay.
We don't know if either of them were in that audio. It's still alleged, because hey, we have to say these things to protect ourselves. No verdict has been given out yet, but as of like this recording, Robson Mhandu was suspended from ZBC.
Oh, serious?
Yeah, for sexual assault,
Okay.
because it's pretty much sexual assault if you look at it.
All right.
But like I was saying, there's a lot of things that concern me about this audio.
Okay. Let's have it.
For starters, how do I put this? This is a very delicate matter, so I don't want to make it too much of a joke. But it really concerns me that, okay, fine, we've got an audio that leaked, right? But how many of these atrocities are happening in the workspaces that we don't know about?
In terms of women being
Abused or asked for sexual favors to
stay in their position,
or to
elevate.
progress, you know, in their careers.
Yeah.
How many of these are happening that we don't know about?
Yeah.
Because the guy in that audio, I'm gonna refer to him as the guy in the audio, not necessarily Robson Mhandu, but the guy in the audio sounded very comfortable in his demands, and it was a very patriarchal. It was an expression of, or a reflection of, the patriarch system in the work environment.
What is patriarch?
Where, you know,
Because
men,
if you start saying patriarch, then I think
where men take advantage of women, you know.
Is that what patriarch is?
Pretty much. I'll put a definition up there.
Okay.
And then you come up with your own, conclusions.
Yeah.
But then, like, the way that guy in the audio was so comfortable making his demands.
Yeah.
One, it shows that this is not his first rodeo.
Okay.
I don't think this was his first rodeo. Whoever that guy was, could have been him, might not have been, but that guy was very comfortable in that audio. That's one. Two, I don't know if Farie was comfortable because she knew she was recording, or there were prior conversations before this recording that made him to believe that she's up for it. I'm not trying to victim blame here, but she didn't really seem shocked or, disgusted, or, you know how, like, if you go to a woman and you're like, you're the boss and you're like, hey, for you to go up in this industry, you must sleep with me. You expect her to be, shocked, but she was actually laughing. And she was very comfortable even saying things like, can I work hard first and then we see later on what happens? Making it seem like...
She was candid with it.
Yeah, making it seem like, I don't want to be too easy, but it's on the cards. Those were the two major things that concerned me about that audio.
Okay.
I don't know, what's your take?
Okay, my take is basically, okay, the workspaces, it can be quite difficult for women. We know that.
We know for sure, yeah.
For sure.
Especially the beautiful women like Farie who are presenters,
Listen.
Okay, sorry.
We know, because I've heard a number of stories.
Hey, me too.
Yeah. With actual victims involved. Yeah.
Yeah.
And from her perspective, I think she was candid because she knew she was recording. She knew what she was doing.
Okay.
But at the same time, right, we don't know the conversation that happened prior.
And also, isn't that kind of like entrapment?
It could have even been blackmail, for all I know.
As in, like, on her part?
Yeah.
It could be entrapment on her part, whereby... Like I keep saying, I don't want to sound like I'm victim blaming here, because I am not on Robson Mhandu's side, or whoever that guy was. But the way that conversation on her part was so...
Candid.
Free-flowing. She was even giggling during the conversation while a man is demanding sex.
Can't say sex.
From you at the workplace. There's the angle whereby maybe because she was recording, or she didn't want to lose her job, so she didn't want to be all, get away, you're a disgusting man, because obviously her career would be over by then. But then, wasn't that kind of like a bit inviting? Because I'm looking at it from a male's perspective here. If I ask for pum pum from a female colleague, and then the colleague is like, Brian, you're crazy. That can't happen. I'm gonna think she's playing hard to get.
No, but from either one's perspective, that doesn't necessarily make it right.
It doesn't. No, I'm not saying.
So whether she was candid, whether she wasn't candid with it, he's still in the wrong.
No, he's in the wrong. He's definitely in the wrong.
Because
he's in the wrong.
Because he's using his position of power.
Yeah.
To basically,
take advantage of people who are below him on the hierarchy.
He has your life in his hands. Yeah. Because he was pretty much like saying, yo, if you don't do what I'm telling you to do,
you're going back to
Bulawayo. So,
and he made it seem like Bulawayo is some kumusha or something, which is not cool.
And he didn't say, and then she said, oh, I'm going back home. And then he said,
like, no, you're not going home.
You're going back to Bulawayo. I'm not sure what he actually meant by that.
I think that's where she came from. Because she used to work in Skies as a presenter.
Yeah, but if she's saying you're going back to Bulawayo.
If he's saying
you're going back to Bulawayo, and she says, okay, I'm going back home, and he says, no,
Bulawayo.
You're going to what did he mean by that?
Maybe she's got a home here. Because maybe she thought that...
her home is in Bulawayo. And then he said, no, you're going back to Bulawayo. What does that mean?
You're going back where you started. You're going back to square one.
It's that statement it's loaded.
It's really loaded, yeah.
So I think okay, instead of talking much about this much of a problem, what's the solution? How best can we actually combat this in the workspace for women?
I think more women need to come out like Farie.
What, entrap men?
Not entrap men, but then how the Me Too movement comes about.
Yeah, but that took a left turn quick, bro.
Yeah, but it worked for the Bill Cosbys and them.
It took a left
I think
turn
Bill Cosby was one of the first celebrities to go down because of the Me Too movement.
There's a lot of guys who were crucified for things that they did 20 years ago, 30 years ago.
You have to face the time. If you did the crime, you face the time. No, dude, listen. If you did something 20 years ago, and I mean, take for example, they recently arrested Tupac's killer. How long ago was that?
Well, that's
almost
alleged.
three.
They don't even know if
almost
they have.
3 decades ago. If you do the crime, you do the time.
No, but it's different, Brian. Look,
how's it different, dude?
It's different. Especially if it's I'm always encouraging women especially. I'm always encouraging women. If you are you know, touched in certain places that you're not supposed to be touched.
Not even just touched.
If you do a certain act that you were not supposed to do, or you felt like you were actually, you know,
not supposed to do, or even if a boss speaks to you in a certain way without touching you or looks at you weird,
please,
you need to,
irregardless of the consequences that might go against you, come forth.
No, but that's the difficult part though, kid.
They still need to come
forth.
No,
they do. I encourage them to do that, but I think we also have to look at the consequences, because they will be facing those consequences alone.
There's always going to be
a lot of these women have kids to feed, they have families, and you know, they go and report that a certain somebody touched me in a certain inappropriate way, and they lose their job. Who's going to help them feed? These are the questions, or the challenges that they go through in coming forth. Who's going to help them feed their family?
Okay.
Who's going to help them keep their lifestyles? Who's going to help them, you know, maintain their Instagram ready images for social media?
That's what I'm saying, Brian. That's what I'm saying. Look, either way, there are consequences. There's no way you're gonna wait for 20 years for something that happened to you. Like, how much damage is that gonna cause into your life?
No, but then look, here's the thing though. This is a fresh allegation.
Very much fresh.
It's a fresh allegation.
It happened, and then she was straight forth.
Allegedly it happened.
Yeah.
It's alleged.
Yeah.
Say alleged.
It's alleged, right?
Yeah, it's alleged that it happened, because we don't know yet.
Yeah.
Right? But then if other women from 20 years ago start saying, when I had an interview, he asked me to sleep with him for me to get the job.
Those are not cases that are coming through.
They should be handled as well.
Yes.
You can't say just because it happened 20 years ago, he shouldn't be punished for it. What do you say?
I'm saying from here on out, women, if you are abused in any way, come forth. Don't wait years for you to wait for someone else to say, look, this happened to me, and then you come 20 years later and you're saying, also me.
No, but then fam, you need to but look, dude, they're actually, listen, the reason why I'm saying this is a tricky situation, we're actually speaking to some women who may have faced these things some 20 years ago, but they had
come forth.
They had extenuating circumstances for them to come forward.
That's what I'm saying.
They had to choose, feed your family or lose the job.
Because look, you might, were you the same person 20 years ago?
No, I wasn't. Definitely not. Well, how does that change?
What do you mean?
Because now they have to open up old wounds again.
That's what I'm saying.
You know, and maybe since then they've established a new life. They're now married.
They've got kids. They've got
husbands. And now they have to come out in the open, and maybe the husbands don't know about it. It's tricky.
I'll give you an example. There's a woman, bruh. She straight up lied that a guy, right? Listen.
Why?
She straight up lied that this guy did this to me, right?
Yeah.
This guy, he went straight to jail, right?
For years.
He went there for 5 years, and he was in there for 5 years. And only then, when the actual person, actually no, this is a different case. Only then when this lady
confessed,
she gave her life to Christ.
That's when she confessed.
And then she got married, and then she had kids, and then she was like, I've got this thing that I've been carrying on for far too long. I need to actually address this.
I think you're conflating issues here.
No, it's the same damn thing.
No, it's
the same damn thing.
No.
She didn't even serve time, bro.
Listen, of course that's wrong. That's wrong. She needs to serve time, because another man's life went to waste for nothing. But you're conflating issues here, because I'm saying actual victims, even if it happened 20 years ago, should join the bandwagon. You are saying that some of these women lie.
No.
What are you saying? Of course there are women who lie, but if a woman went through that years ago with the same person, or even another person from the establishment,
now listen,
they should come forward.
I'm saying, don't wait for years to pass by.
No, but then, dude,
we're supposed to make a safe haven for women to come forth. If something happens to women there and there, these people should get whatever time they're supposed to get. Don't waste time in waiting for someone else to come forth with their crime.
I'm gonna ask you a question. What do you think makes these women wait so long, or wait for somebody like Farie to say something for them to join the bandwagon?
Some of them don't have an outlet. They don't have somewhere to report.
Or you have to understand that individuals, we live dynamic lives.
True.
Certain scenarios are not easy to just speak about because they'll have more dire consequences for other individuals than others. Maybe Farie doesn't have a lot to lose.
Right.
And then maybe the other women that kept quiet had a lot to lose. Because maybe they had these affairs while they were married and their husbands don't know about this and they're still married to their husbands. And then for them to say this now the husband knows what then is going to happen to her relationship and her marriage. And it might die. And maybe they moved on from ZBC a long time ago.
So what's the difference anyways?
I encourage them to come forward, but what I'm saying is it's not as easy.
From your point, if you're saying I've got a lot to lose right now, right? 20 years pass, what's the difference?
The difference is...
Why are you not coming out now? As if you got nothing to lose.
Join the bandwagon. So that, listen, the reason why I'm encouraging a lot of women to come forward is so that if this guy is guilty of this, he's put away for a long time.
Fair and fine.
Right? That's the reason. But I'm also trying to paint a picture to you as to why these women take such a long time or don't come out. It's not easy.
That's why we're saying, Kuti, let's have organizations where these women can come forth freely.
Yeah, but
let's have organizations. Let's create a system whereby these women, they feel compelled to actually report something. They feel safe such that they won't be criticized or anything won't happen to them. Because waiting 20 years, it's recorded.
Are we in focus?
Yes. Because waiting 20 years, waiting 15 years, waiting 5 years, it does nothing, bro. Well, some of these people actually live the rest of their lives without even serving a sentence.
Of course, which is wrong.
So what are we saying? Women should come forth. And we should create the necessary organizations. We should create the necessary environment for them to come forth.
The sad thing about that is not all men view things the way we view things.
True.
Because I was seeing the comments on that issue with Robson Mhandu and Farie.
Yeah.
And some people were posting up the pictures of Farie and they were like, but guys, if you were Robson Mhandu, what would you have done?
That's crap, bro.
And they were like, look at the way she's dressed.
She's
crap, asking for it, blah, blah, blah. That's the problem.
That's crap.
That's the problem. That's the other problem.
Another thing, let's just address this, right? If you're a man and you cannot control your emotions around women, that's a problem.
If you don't think with this head and you just let blood rush,
it's a problem. You need to sort that out. Yes, regardless of them coming wearing skimpy clothes or whatever. If you cannot act in an appropriate way, that is a problem on your part.
Of course, we are men. We are highly visual creatures.
Fine.
We understand that.
Fine.
The most you can do is maybe look or even try woo her and maybe politely or even politely try ask for it. If she says no, you move on. But then now you're using your economical stature and advantage to say stuff like, if you don't give me, you're going back to Blauai.
That's a problem.
That is a problem. That I think that's unfair. And my question now is also like when I said the guy in the audio sounded very comfortable. You can imagine how many other fat cats in that establishment, and not only just ZBC, probably other establishments where people are high up there. How many of them take advantage of the women who are lower? It's
I'm actually gonna
these are the investigations that need to be made.
I'm actually gonna start doing research on which are the necessary organizations needed, or if they do actually exist, for women to come forth with these kind of cases
anonymously, because you'll probably find that the same names will pop up numerous times.
Because it's a problem. And I'm not sure if those people are going to get charged because they'll be at higher positions.
And that connected to higher up people.
Whether they're connected to the court cases or whatever, it can be a problem. But I urge women. I urge them too.
The time. I urge them too.
If something happens to you, please find the necessary. And I know it can be difficult. I know sometimes you feel trapped. You feel like you don't have an outlet. You feel like nobody will understand you.
Or it might have dire consequences.
Or it will have dire consequences
on your current life.
Either way, you have to say something.
Yeah, of course, it's good to encouragement to encourage them to come forward, but like I kept on saying, and like you said, we also have to acknowledge the difficulties in coming forward, because
totally
not many women, or not all women, are that vocal.
True.
A lot of women are timid. A lot of
traumatized
women
after that
are,
as well.
are excessively submissive.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of women are, you know, some of them might have, let me not say what I wanted to say, but a lot of women, they don't have that character or that strength to come forward and say, that fat cat did this to me.
Yeah, I understand.
You get what I'm saying?
I get it.
So I think it's one of those, it's a tricky situation, but
because at the same time,
it's disgusting, really.
Those women are going to need help. They're going to need therapy. Their lives won't necessarily be the same after that again.
And also, as us men, I think we should also
play our part.
Exactly. Because remember, guys, these men that are preying on these women don't care whether these women are married or not.
Yeah.
So that could be your wife who's going through that.
That could
Do
be
you get
your
what I'm
sister.
saying? That could be your sister.
That could be your mother.
That could be your daughter.
That could be your daughter.
Your niece. It could be anyone. So, as men, I think we need to do something about that. It's totally disgusting. As for that story, whether it's true or alleged, I hope justice does its thing, because we've seen many cases whereby a lot of these fat cats get away with a lot of crap.
It's not just fat cats, bro. It's just even some men, they do catcalling when women pass by, you know, and makes them feel like insecure.
Like guys in a truck.
It could be in a truck.
Builders.
What is wrong with you?
You know,
but I'm saying it wholeheartedly that, you know, we need
it's not cool.
It's
not cool. Like, I've noticed, like, women, like, they actually, like, you know, when guys are like working as a group or sitting just by like a corner or something, and a woman walks past, you can actually tell she's not comfortable, and you can tell by the way she's walking, she doesn't know how to walk.
Yeah, that's okay.
Because those dudes are gonna shout out something like, "Hey, madam!"
In most instances,
like, what is that?
I think that's something that you said before.
No, I heard it being said.
We've said that before.
I said it to my wife in the bedroom, of course.
Okay, we don't need to hear that. But
nah, you know.
Anyways,
you know, like, I mean.
Anyways. But yeah, like, guys, I think let's know how to act around women, and these kind of cases. I mean, if you know somebody who's actually gone through that,
help her. Help her come forward. Yeah, help her come forward.
And I know sometimes it can actually, but it also puts men on a very conflicting like position, because they can actually also get like caught in the crossfire as well, you know.
Yeah, because like you go and report for her, and then she's now called by human resources, and then
don't know anything.
She'll be like, I don't know, or she'll shout at you, why are you doing this? You need to encourage her to go forward. And also, guys, this thing about, where is this person?
She's behind that.
Can you go over there? Thank you. Bye. Go to mom. Bye. She going?
No.
Just hold on. Parental issues. Please go to mom. 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 Dad is busy. Go to mom. Run to mom. And then I'll get you ice cream, okay? Go to mom. You always have to bribe these little ones. Anyway, guys, my point was, the point that I wanted to make is this thing of us thinking that just because a woman dressed in a certain way on Instagram or even at work or whatnot, she's asking for it and stuff like that. Or, I mean, in some cases she could be. Do you get what I'm saying? But it's totally up to her whether she wants to give it or not. Do you get what I'm saying? It doesn't give you the right to assume that you are allowed to get it whether she wants or not. because maybe she's dressed up for like that for somebody else and it's not you.
Exactly.
So leave them alone. Just stop with this whole thing. She's wearing a mini. She wants things. What? Yes, we get it. Men are highly visual creatures, but we can control ourselves. Do you understand? We can control ourselves. We can't carry on acting like barbaric creatures from, I don't know, some BC era or something like that, whereby women had no choice. If a guy wants you, he gets you, and stuff like that. It's ridiculous. But we need to stop that. As men, we can do better.
As a final statement, I think I'm gonna do research. I really need to find out: are there actually any organizations protecting women from this kind of a crime?
How many of these cars have we seen?
I don't know. We need to protect these women from these kind of causes, because it's like, because you feel helpless, bro.
No, but then we can only do so much. They have to do the rest.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I employ women.
Yeah.
Whenever they face that kind of a challenge, whatever, please don't keep quiet. I know it seems like you're in a corner.
Even if it's anonymously reported somewhere.
Yeah.
Because I totally understand the precarious position it leaves you in if you report this, because that'll be your senior. He's the one who decides whether you're promoted or you get a raise, or whether you stay with the company and you have no other choice and stuff. So I get it. And these guys, a lot of investigations just need to be done, man. Maybe institutions like Childline. It's just that Childline deals mainly with kids.
Yeah, with kids. But even if you actually report those kind of cases,
they can help. Yeah, they can help.
Yeah.
Like anonymously, of course. Yeah. They'll get an investigation to be done in the company. You'll probably find you're not the only one who's going through that nonsense.
And it'll stack up on that person.
Yeah.
Something will actually have to get done.
Yeah. Because if it goes viral, like Zippy. When did it stop? Okay, are we back? Sorry about that. Really, dude? Anyway, I guess that's our camera's way of telling us you're yapping too much.
I think we can go on to
but,
another case.
Women,
please.
It helps to just, say something, do something about it.
Whenever it's
because
done,
the more you guys keep quiet,
the sooner, the better.
The more you guys keep quiet, the more these predators think they can get away with it.
And the more victims they will actually create.
And I'm also talking to the men as well, because as much as there may be less cases, there are men as well in the working environment that are being taken advantage of by the females, female bosses and stuff like that. I sort of was a victim of that, but I put that to rest quick because I quit that job.
You were a victim?
Yeah, I quit that job.
You're silly.
I know.
That's silly, bro.
Dude.
Why didn't you take the offer? That's usually the response. I'm not saying good to you.
No, of course, and I get it, but then one, morally that's not my code. I'm a stand-up dude. I've got standards. I've got principles. I stand up to myself. But this whole thing that men don't go through this as well
they do.
is ridiculous. We shouldn't look at it like that, because men do go through that. It's just that when it happened to me, it wasn't that major because I didn't have a lot to lose. And from what I hear, she actually got suspended.
Oh, serious?
Yeah. She was also she wasn't high up there, but she was my supervisor.
Right.
So I don't. It was dealt with internally. I don't need to let the people know which company it was, because I think it was dealt with properly, and they won't write any letter of recommendation for any other employment and stuff like that. So they have to face the music.
So as men as well, men, please.
Men. So everything we were saying about women, men do it too.
Same applies.
Same applies to you guys as well. Yeah. So moving on.
Yeah, that's the next. I think those two stories they actually stretched out, isn't it?
It's just one.
What was the other one?
Yeah, that's the one we're about to go to, guy.
Yeah.
So we haven't stretched out this one yet.
Yeah, but
so maybe we might talk very little on it.
Yeah.
Nah, but I got a lot to say.
Okay.
On this one. So Wicknell and Olinda are beefing on social media. This came about after You know when Olinda went online and she was saying Titan was using some sort of like witchcraft on her.
Okay.
And she was I don't know if they broke up. I don't know if they broke up officially, but you know, there was trouble in paradise, and there was even a party where Olinda was dancing with Stunner.
Okay.
You know, they got all cozy and
What,
stuff.
recently?
This was like
Or a
about
long
some
time
3
ago?
weeks ago.
Like the video of Olinda dancing with Stan, was
Yeah,
that
when,
recent?
yeah, it was
That was
like,
recent.
like about 3 weeks ago, 2-3 weeks
This is
ago.
why I don't like these kind of stories or dealing with these kind of people.
Why?
They set up the wrong premise.
Yeah, but
Why is
Olinda,
still
when has Olinda ever been
That's why I don't even
in
like talking about
in
Olinda.
the public eye for good things?
Yeah, I don't. That's why I normally don't.
Like, it's-
her and even my TT now is saying, "Guti, I regret living the fake life, whatnot." She now because she's in jail, blah blah blah.
And
blah.
these are the people that people look up to.
and they've got a large following. So I don't like really giving these people the spotlight.
No. The thing is, the reason why I'm talking about the story is what transpired.
What?
So if you let me finish.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go.
So after all those videos and whatnot came out, Wicknell,
Yeah.
Sir Wicknell, goes online and he seemed to be apologetic towards Titan.
Okay.
But in the apology, he was very sarcastic.
Okay.
Because he was like, hey, Titan, I feel sorry for you. Hey, over here, you got a drama queen. And every time you try to do something, you're told you have no money. I bought you your underwear. Okay, I'm adding that on. But Olinda, she can say stuff like that. And then she's playing with her ex, who people know, he's got a big one. You know, I feel sorry for you, my brother. What, right? This is Wicknell. I don't know. I don't even know why he did that. But Olinda hit back.
Okay.
And Olinda was like, hey, you know, something to the tune of, hey, shut up, stay out of my business. Unless you want me to tell people, Kuti, you were busy begging to go on me. To go down on me. Can I say that on YouTube?
I don't know, but I don't know.
To go wah on me. I blocked you a long time ago, but I've got the receipts. Stay away from me with your small ding dong.
Okay, so
Two questions come to mind.
All right. Please don't say anything that's stupid.
No,
Okay.
it's not. We never ever said anything
You
stupid.
always do, but okay, let's hear.
Anyway, one. How does she know he's got a small ding dong? At least they can't see that. At least it didn't fall in the road. Question number one. How does she know he's got a small ding dong?
Actually damaged it, bro.
Dude, that's their story. Let's not put them too much in the limelight. We're trying to push their hustle.
The business, the business gotta. Okay.
Anyway, let's stick to our story.
There's no damage. It's
There's no
alright.
damage. It's just
a little mistake.
These mistakes happen in
They happen,
every
yeah,
company.
they happen.
No matter how established, people chop their fingers off, you know,
Or for your business.
all to get you the proper thing. So things happen. We're humans.
Yeah, let's go.
How does she know he's got a small ding dong?
Okay, what's the second one?
No, but then you answer. How does she know?
I don't know, bro, and personally I don't.
And
care.
then what's okay? Number two.
Yeah.
Olinda went public about how people's comments about her body
Yeah.
got her into depression
Yeah.
to the extent that I think she wanted to commit wah at some point. I think I can't say the word.
Yeah, you can.
Where you want to K-word yourself.
You want to delete?
Where you want to delete yourself from life.
Yeah.
Um,
Don't need to say life, bro. Just say.
okay.
delete yourself.
Anyway, she came out and said she was depressed and whatnot, to the extent that she paid a lot of money to get that procedure, to get her to lose weight,
Mhm.
to get the weight removed from her body and stuff like that. And people are like, hey, people are disgusting, that's body shaming, blah blah blah, right?
So basically saying, why is she saying this?
But then she thinks it's okay to go about talking about, I mean, I don't know how far true it is, but even if it is true, is that something to shoot a man down about?
Dude, you know there's no such thing as body positivity when it comes to men.
There's no body shaming when it comes to men, is what you're saying. As if a woman says anything, she gets away with it.
Yeah.
So there's no body shaming when it comes to men, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then like, those are double standards.
If you're fat as a man, they'll say you're fat. Call a woman fat, then yeah, that's gonna be a problem, bro.
There's no such thing as a plus-sized guy.
Yeah,
I get that, but then like, I expected better from somebody like Olinda, who knows what it's like to go through such, and to say something about a man like that. Because like, when you say things like that, you're not affecting one guy, huh?
Yeah, you're affecting a lot.
You're shooting down a lot of guys.
Yeah.
And these are things that a lot of guys can't change.
They can though.
How?
I go to the gym, bro. Eat right.
To increase your schlong size.
Oh no, you know what? I don't know about that.
You can't increase your schlong size.
Go get surgery.
Bruh, I don't think that thing will work the same.
I have to go get surgery. No, okay, no. And in terms of that regard, no.
What if they screw up your nerves in the surgery, and the sensations you're supposed to be feeling over here, you start feeling them by your elbow or something?
Bro, that is twisted, bro.
I'm just asking. I mean,
why would you even be thinking along those lines?
Because imagine if somebody does this to you.
Dude, that's sick, dude. What is Do you know what? I actually feel violated. No, that's not okay.
I'm sorry. I mean, no, I'm just saying that some of these surgeries, they are a bit too drastic for men to go through.
Yeah, they can't.
So it's we have little control over our sizes. Do you get what I'm saying? I mean, but there's a lot more control where weight is concerned than where it is where body parts are concerned.
True.
Do you get what I'm saying? So if she feels like she was violated by people calling her overweight to the extent that she went and lost weight, but she thinks it's okay to say stuff like, stay away from me with your small schlong. Dude.
Double-edged sword, bro.
It's hypocrisy. And I'm really disappointed in Olinda. I mean, I've been disappointed by Olinda for the longest. I'm not the biggest of fans. I'm not a fan, in fact. But the fact that she thinks it's okay to say stuff like that when she thinks it's not okay to be body shamed.
It is what it is, bro. Like, hey, it is. I don't have much to say on this matter, to be honest, because socialites, I've learned to just not take them seriously, to not listen to them.
They just do and say anything to just keep them in the limelight, right?
Yeah, it's just always about publicity.
I don't even understand why people who respect Olinda respect her. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying Wicknell is right in all of this. He should have kept his opinion to himself on the matter because, in all honesty, but then again, Wicknell, he also likes the limelight. I mean, he recently bought 7 luxury vehicles with money that he allegedly stole from a solar project. This is the reason why we have blackouts in Zimbabwe.
We're right.
No, actually, he bought shoes with that money. Allegedly.
I don't know. But anyways, like I'm saying, like when it comes to socialites and all these other guys, I tend to not take them seriously. I tend to not like give them the day of time because they're just
the time of day.
The day of time.
Time of day.
Day of time. That's my way of saying it. You know, they just do this. Yeah. They just yap, and then it's like I don't. You know, and most of the stuff that they say, maybe Olinda is a nice person in person. I don't know her, but I've just chosen not to give her the time of day because none of what she says adds value to my life personally. So yeah, that's my take.
I suppose. So that's
So
what you're gonna.
whether they bicker around with Wicknell's got money, bruh. And
So
to be
does
honest
she.
with you, why would you even beg to go down on her?
Somebody called it the battle of the rich JoJo tanks.
Bruh, but Wicknell's got way more money than Olinda, bro.
How do you know?
I'm sure he's got way more money, bro. I don't see Olinda driving, I don't know how many Maybachs.
I don't see her buying 7 luxury cars at once.
Yeah, so, hey,
And he
bro.
recently offered to pay 50 grand to buy a flat for one of these actors.
Yeah, so, yeah.
So yeah, Wicknell is quite boxed up.
They can battle each other out. Personally, I don't get anything out of it, and I don't get any insight. I don't get, it doesn't improve my status in life or whatever. So why should I give it the time of day?
But I think we should call her out on the double standards that she's pushing
She doesn't care, bro. She says stuff like that to get
stay relevant.
publicity. They don't care. That's why I don't like giving these people the day of.
But I got a question. Are you
What?
telling me after her surgery she's gained weight again? Because
Has
people
she?
are still calling her like, names.
I don't know, bro.
Has she gained weight again?
I don't know. I don't follow her. I don't. Peace.
What did you want to say? Because I'm guessing after you go through this
Bundles.
after you go through this weight reduction thing, you also have to change your lifestyle, right? To maintain the figure.
Yeah.
Because otherwise you're just gonna gain it all back, and if it comes back this time, it's going to be harder to get rid of.
That's why surgery. I normally don't encourage surgery.
Just do exercise.
Just work out. Watch what you eat.
Get in a calorie deficit.
Get proper sleep. Don't drink too much like what we do.
Stop spending so much time on social media crying
Exactly.
about your personal life,
Feed yourself things that actually get you
and
ahead
then you
in
go
life.
to the fridge and then you just get a 2-liter bucket of ice cream
Yeah.
and just cry
That's if
yourself
you-
to sleep with wine.
That's if you can actually afford the $2.
She can afford it.
Well, I
I'm sure
wasn't
she
necessarily talking to Olinda.
Well, I was.
Dude, she doesn't add value to me, bro. Like,
She adds value to the show, though.
but our audience, they're smart people.
They don't like talking
They
about
don't
such
like
nonsense.
talking about nonsense.
You know what?
They're
You know what?
smart people.
Of
you
course, they're
understand?
smart people, but the reason, like I said, the reason why I brought about Olinda and Wicknell was the level of hypocrisy involved, and it's a message to everybody else, or to all other women, that look, a lot of women they think that calling a man out for his small schlong is okay, but they get offended when somebody calls them plus sized, as in the rude word for plus size, the one Shadaya likes to use,
FAT.
which is it's hypocritical. Those are double standards. It's not cool. That's why I brought it up, just to give knowledge to our very smart viewers.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying it's a bad topic. That's not. Don't get me wrong.
It's just that the names
It's just
involved.
that the people, we can't take them seriously, bro.
Anyway,
Can't take them seriously.
movie recommendations today? Are we doing movie recommendations?
Yeah, we've got what's
Gran Turismo.
I haven't watched it, but I'm really keen on watching
I watched
it.
it.
You watched it?
It's a good movie.
Yeah.
I like the way they incorporate, because Gran Turismo, if anybody knows, from the PlayStation game when it was released in '94, it's a driving simulator. So there's no story. But apparently there's a true story that happened where these kids were addicted to the game and they played it so much, they were invited by Nissan to play the video game, and whoever wins gets to race the actual car.
Yeah, they get actually a team backing them up.
And they get to race the actual car. So the video game, the movie was about this kid transitioning from the video game to the real car, because the game is that real as a driving simulator that
If you're good in
if you're good in it, you'll be good in the car. It's just that you have to now adjust to the G-forces and stuff like that.
Yeah,
So
physical attributes.
that's what the movie was about, and there's an actual story behind it. Brilliant actors, brilliant. I love the simulation whereby they did this thing whereby when he's racing on his simulator, right, on this rig with the steering, and then the graphics just form, and you check the car form around him.
Yeah.
There was the part when he was in the real car and they did the reverse.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because there was a strategy that he always used to come up with. I'm now spoiling the movie, but that's not part of the story. But watch the movie. It's a good family movie to watch. A few naughty words, just minor. Second movie recommendation.
Did you watch Blue Beetle?
I watched Blue Beetle.
I wasn't necessarily like wowed with that movie though.
Blue Beetle was the best Marvel movie by DC.
Can you say that?
I think that was the best and worst thing about Blue Beetle.
It's just way too generic.
It
bruh.
was so Marvel, at the same time, it
No, it wasn't even
was
Marvel,
not
bro.
DC. No, it felt so Marvel,
It
dude.
wasn't even Marvel.
It felt like, I don't know, like Spider-Man or something.
Nah, it was too generic, like for a superhero movie. It's just got the, modern day, like, memes and whatnot.
I think the problem is not many people know Blue Beetle.
Besides that,
they're not as famous as the Batmans and the Supermans.
Like the cast was good. They acted out the movie nice. The graphics were good.
Graphics was
It
superb,
had certain attributes that were actually like really nice.
but it was a bit
But
cheesy.
it was just cheesy and generic.
it was a bit
I would
cheesy.
give it a 6 out of 10 to be honest.
I'll give it a 4.5.
Hey brothers, you're being too mean.
I'll give it a 4.5.
It's above average though.
Okay, I'll give it a 5 maximum.
It's above average.
I'll give it a 5. Third movie recommendation, Barbie.
Keep on saying Barbie.
Okay, so a lot of guys are staying away from the Barbie movie because it seems girlish, and yeah, you'll be right. But hey, in my household, I've got a wife, I've got a daughter. I got overpowered. We watched the movie. I was forced, but I enjoyed it. I like the way they played on.
Don't spoil it.
I'm not spoiling it, but then like they managed to balance the childish aspect with the adult aspect, because they also played around how the doll was a bit too unrealistic in terms of like the body, the beauty standards that is set with the unrealistic body proportions and whatnot. I think it was a good balance. It was a good movie. It was funny, and Margot, what's her name? Margot Robbie,
Yeah,
the lady.
I think that's the only reason why I would actually.
The lady who played what's her face?
Jinx. The Jinx version of.
No, man, not Jinx, man. From
yeah, the Jinx version of.
from
of
Suicide
DC.
Squad.
What's her name? I'm actually forgetting.
I'm
as well.
forgetting her name.
What is her name?
Oh my goodness, it's Joker and what's her name? I was about to say Scarlet Witch.
No, not Scarlet Witch. What's her name?
Anyway, I'll put the name over there.
Dude, we can't forget that name. Dude. What's wrong with us? No, I don't know why I keep on coming up with Jinx. What's her name?
Are you gonna come up with the name? Because I'm definitely not.
Dude, how can you
What?
forget? This is embarrassing as people
Hey,
who read comics.
and
Bruh.
what's her face? I forgot. I totally. Hey, I think we're gonna end the show here on this.
No,
this very disappointing note. I'm just gonna put the name there.
No, but if I remember, I'll tell you.
That'll be the end of the recording.
Yeah, that'll be too late, bro.
Yeah.
What is it? What's her name?
I don't know.
Joker and what's her name?
Harley Quinn.
Harley Quinn.
Harley Quinn.
Harley Quinn.
Harley Quinn.
Harley
Yeah.
Quinn.
Harley Quinn. Yeah.
Yay.
She played Harley Quinn.
I can't believe it.
It took so long.
That is embarrassing, bro.
Anyway, guys, we gotta love you and leave
Yeah,
you.
let's wrap it up.
We were by Shoko Festival yesterday.
Yeah. I'm sure they saw by the intro.
Oh yeah. The producers are gonna put the intro first.
Yeah.
Well, with what? The Beamer doing the donuts.
The donuts.
Yeah. Unfortunately for us, we got there a bit late.
Yeah.
Lighting was terrible. We couldn't get to the stage. We did manage to see the lovely Gemma performing.
Gemma and Blink 4.
And Blink 4. Woo! Blink 4 raised the crowd, fam.
Yeah, people were quite wild about it.
Yeah, and then there was a Beamer that was doing donuts at the back of behind the crowd, and yeah, it was quite nice. It was a nice finale. I think they could have done better with the lighting though.
Yeah,
because there was a lot of cases of people getting their phones stolen.
Yeah.
There was actually somebody who got chased.
Yeah, we saw.
Yeah, somebody got chased and whatnot. Blah. I don't know what happened to them.
But,
Yeah.
Anyways, let's wrap it up.
Anyway, so thank you. T-shirts are available. Subscribe, and we love you. I'm Brian Willis, no relation to Bruce.